this is Rachel Haney with Central Indiana Real Estate Investors Association, and today we have Jeff Kolp. And Jeff, what he does is he actually provides, his service is with insurance with State Farms. How are you doing today, Jeff?
I'm good, Rachel. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So we just had our soft opening a couple weeks ago, and one of your, I guess, agents was there. So he was, yes, he was great to have there. And, we had a little 2-minute conversation, but we just want to take this opportunity today to get to know you a little more, your company, your services, the advantages, and basically why we should go with you guys. So
okay.
Let's start with a couple of basic questions. Simply put, what is it that you guys do? What service do you provide? And what's your area of expertise?
Well, I mean, being a State Farm agent, we do a lot of things, but in relation to specifically to Cireia and the potential viewers and interested parties, we insure a large amount of rental properties, both single unit, doubles, apartments. So we have a lot of expertise and experience in the investor world. We have clients all over the United States. We have clients globally that invest in Indianapolis or Indiana. And we really look at those, because really these are investments, and we look at them just as we would somebody's investment portfolio that might be in the stock market. And so we try to advise people to their risk and identify them and address those risks with a variety of variables within the insurance policies we offer, how to set those up appropriately to their risk.
But basically, tell me a little bit why it is advantageous to go as a real estate investor to go with you over somebody, an agent who typically just works with personal residents.
Sure. There's several reasons. We have myself, plus there's 3 other people in our office, fully licensed with a great amount of experience in dealing just with investors, understanding how to hit the important points of the policies, make sure that they consider these. For example, what deductible should you choose and why? All of our policies are broad. They're not a basic policy, so we have the same coverages that you would have for homeowners, as some insurance companies will offer just a basic policy for investments, which can leave you with a surprise at claim time if you don't know the details between the two.
Right.
We can, adjust the amount of coverage in terms of a dollar amount based upon whatever value they want to place on that. We can advise them as to how to look at that, for whether it's a first-time investor or somebody with a large portfolio of properties. And we can adjust all those things, again, based on the risk tolerance. And it's something a lot of investors we have found haven't necessarily thought through from an insurance perspective when they're looking at their investments or their portfolio. So we try to provide that level of expertise to each individual.
Right.
And not just treat them as somebody calling to get insurance on a rental property, a very basic policy. Yeah.
What's something majorly different between a resident insurance, personal resident insurance, and investing? What is something that you found? What's just a factor that's different that they should look for?
Deductibles are big. Backup of sewer and drain is a big thing.
Okay.
And really the amount of insurance somebody places on a home that they've invested in. And that's because that's going to vary. We have a kind of a standard way of doing it, but we still want to have the conversation to make sure that we have adequately addressed somebody's needs and not over-insured or under-insured the property. Because, if somebody has, a lot of investors have multiple properties, and so depending upon what that looks like and where those are located, if a hailstorm came through and their properties are all geographically in a similar area, a deductible can be a huge difference depending upon the investor. If it's $1,000 or $5,000, depending if you had to replace 10 roofs, that's a big deal.
It is. It's a very
big deal. It becomes very important, right?
Right. And that's what investors can rely on somebody like you for, being able to identify these factors. So
we want to talk through those.
$5,000 deductible is a big difference. especially if you have multiple
Yeah.
properties for sure.
Yes.
So what is there a service that you offer that not many people know about?
The fact that not only can we offer the insurance on investment properties, but we can also make sure that they've taken care of their life insurance needs. Because if they've got a portfolio, what's that portfolio for? Are they gonna gift that to somebody? Is it part of their investments? What's their long-term plans for that? Who's gonna be on the hook for that if something happens to them? Lots of ways to further leverage that investment, make sure that their needs are, again, accurately addressed.
Right. Yeah, I guess I would have never thought that you also offer life insurance. And naturally speaking, do you guys offer discounts when you guys get multiple types of services from you guys?
We do, depending upon the policy type, specifically with our rental property insurance. That's a commercial policy, so it doesn't qualify for additional discounts that you might get, like bundling home and auto, for example. So,
okay, got it.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about. I mean, you've kind of gone over it already, but what is it that separates either State Farm's insurance or basically your location or your group of people? What separates you guys from the rest?
Yeah, State Farm's a wonderful company to be associated with. Financially, they're very sound. Paying claims is not a problem. People would on a claim situation, a customer would interface with State Farm Corporate. If there's a problem, they're going to have us to go to bat for them, and we often pick up the ball. If it's dropped, we can easily pick that up and really serve somebody well and make sure that those needs are addressed adequately. Like, for example, the other day maybe it was last week, we had a client that had a claim on a house or property that it had been sold, so the mortgage is no longer in their name, and because of the way the insurance is written, it was have to be made out to them and the previous mortgage company, the check. And so we just circumvented that and wrote them a check out of the office and got in their hands within an hour. And
Wow.
it was really able to just step in there and solve what could have been a long time to get a solved problem in just a matter of an hour.
That's great. It sounds like you guys really go above and beyond trying to make sure that your client is taken care of. So.
Yeah, we can't control the pricing, but we can control our service and our quality, and we try to excel in both those areas.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And so tell me a little bit about, so you guys are a consistent face at Cireia. I know you guys have been attending as a vendor many times. I do try and take pictures of everybody, but sometimes you guys have a lot of people around you, and it's hard for me to get that shot in. But that's a good problem to have when you've got so many people asking questions. What's your relationship with Cireia, and how have both organizations been able to benefit from each other in your experience?
Well, I think that we've been a part of Cireia, I don't know how long it's been now, several years. We have benefited by being exposed to members and the website, and have gained business as a part of that association. And I hopefully we've been able to bring value in that we can offer expertise and local solutions to people's needs and be an option for members to go to. Mm-hmm. That is, that's credible and reliable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. And as Cireia, as anybody who's listening to, we definitely vet all of our vendor applicants, and we'll want to make sure that they're reputable, they do what they say that they're going to do, and that they have good lasting relationships with their clients. And the same thing goes here with State Farm and Jeff Kolp. Okay, so do you have any reviews that you want to share? Any reviews recently that you want to tell us about?
I mean, we do. Anybody can visit our website. We've got several. There have been, like I mentioned, that one about the claim we resolved. Uh-huh. That person was kind enough to post that story on our review. We have several out there that are just happy with the professionalism and the service we offer. And just in general, people seem to be really happy and satisfied. So we have a nice training.
we can just go on your website and take a look at.
Yeah, please do. That'd
Yeah.
be the best way for anybody to do that, because that's going to give them the most accurate, up to date of what we've got, of what people have to say about us. So yeah.
Well, what I'll do is I'll actually have a quick link directly to your website, so people will be able to see that and read the reviews for themselves. So,
Perfect.
Jeff, thank you so much for coming on here. Love the fact that you've been a loyal vendor to Cireia for so many years, and I truly hope that we can continue this relationship. And yeah, hopefully you'll be at the July 9th event. It's going to be a huge one.
I will. I was out of town on vacation on the last month, so.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is going to be great. I'm super excited, and get to see everybody, and we're going to make a big deal out of this one. So hopefully you're there and we'll see you.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Rachel. Have a good day.